make some fresh bread. That's right, we're gonna bake some bread. It's nothing like fresh bread. You know what I mean? Fresh bread. Okay, for the bread, for the yeast, we have to make sure the yeast, germinate. So for that, we need a 1/4 cup of sugar. The recipe said white sugar. I don't do white. I do brown. Okay, and 2¼ cup of warm water. Now, if you have a kettle like what I have over here, it tells you the temperature on top here. Let me kind of bring it over so you can see it. So it said 195. It's a little too warm. It needs to be 107. That's warm. So I'm going to incorporate some cold water with it. So I'm going to use 1 cup of the warm, another cup of the warm. Basically, you're supposed to be able to put your finger in there and it don't break. And then I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of cold water to kind of drop the temperature down. And this is a bread whisk that I'm using. See, ever since I figured out how to make bread, I don't buy from the store anymore, because when you bake fresh bread and 5 days go by, it starts to mildew. But when you buy the bread in the store and 5 days go by, it's not mildewing. What the hell is in it? Normally fresh food lasts only a certain time. So now for the yeast, I'm going to put in 4 teaspoons, 4 teaspoons and a half yeast into the mixture. Sugar, water, 2, 3, and 4, and a half of yeast. So the yeast I'm using, just in case you're wondering, and I get this from Sampler, right? And it lasts me for a long time. It's 2 pack. So you kind of want like mixing the yeast like so, okay? And then what you're gonna do is get a clean cloth, cover it, because what you want to see is it starts to ferment. So we're gonna wait a little while and let it ferment. Is there a story I can tell you? Yeah, I guess I could tell you a story. Baking is fun if you put your heart and your soul and your mind into it. I had a bread maker, a bread machine, and I guess for over 22 years, after a while it just started acting up. It wasn't baking the bread right normal at all. I used to love just getting up in the morning, setting it at night, waking up in the morning and the house just smelled like bread. So I told myself, I better learn how to do that thing myself, because it was not coming out good. I guess after a while the machines are not updated with the type of ingredients that they have on the market. So I had to figure out what kind of hell ingredients are changing over the years. So I said, I gotta make some change myself. I gotta stick to my sugar that is brown sugar that's made from sugar cane, and then I have to look for the flour that is organic. It costs a little bit more. In my area, it is $19.99 for 2 of these bags. $19.99. But I figure bread is $5 and up. That would be 4 bread or something like that, right? So buy the regular flour and you get 2 bags of those. When I went up to my mom, which is an hour away from me, that flour is selling for $16.99. So now, whenever I go look for my mother, that's the area I buy it in. I'm gonna buy it in this area. Anyway, let's see if what's going on under here. See that? That's it. It foams. All right. So the foaming let us know that the yeast is active and ready to work. I need oil. I need vegetarian oil. We need vegetable oil, and the vegetable oil, all we need to do is add, let's look at my thing here. Yep, a 1/4 cup, same 1/4 cup I use for the water, quarter cup of oil, and you know, add it to it. So we basically add in all the liquid first, you know what I mean? Now, some people use warm milk instead of water. You could do that if you like your bread sweet. You know, get all the oil out. And salt. This is the only time I really use this type of salt. Normally I cook with the Himalaya salt. But for the salt, we need 1 tablespoon. My goodness, that's big, right? Tablespoon is bigger than a teaspoon. So that 1 tablespoon. And trust me, it's a lot of flour, so you need all that salt. You just drop it in there. And now we're gonna start with the mixing of stuff. So move all these things out the way. Yes, move this out the way. And I like to mix with a wooden spoon. And the recipe called for about 6 cups of flour. Yeah, it's gonna give it 2 nice bread. Let me move some of this stuff out the way. And let's get in here. And I'm gonna use my wooden spoon. All right. Kind of mix in the salt, the oil. Yep, make sure when the flour hit it, it hit all part of it together. So let's go. You put in a flour at a time and work it in. All right, that's what we're doing. Simple. And bread take a while because you want the flour to relax, you know, so we gotta leave it. That's 3. Let's get it in there. You know, when I was doing cooking, I did a couple courses in food and nutrition, and we didn't get too much involved in baking, but we did a couple baking. And with the baking, they have a special technique how to mix. See what I'm doing? You go around and you cut, round and cut. That's the professional way. All right, that's 3. Let's get the other one in. It's coming along nicely. Trust me, you're gonna get to a point where it's gonna be hard to handle, but your girl gonna handle it. How much was that again? That's 4. This 5. And if you're doing it and you kind of forget, you can tell when it don't need no more flour. It's just not gonna take it. The mixture not gonna take it. So yeah. Then after a while, you gotta make sure your hand is clean, because you got to make sure you get into it. Now with bread, I am not sure if there's any technique to mixing bread. I know that technique that I'll show you is to mix cake, you know. But I've been doing this bread thing for so long now that it just come out good. It always just come out so good. So I just beat it in, and I ain't want nothing waste. Just get it all inside there, you know. My husband get up this morning and said, "Oh, it would be nice to have some fresh bread." I'm like, there's bread leaf. No, we want it hot. So you're gonna have to wait like 3 hours. Yep, you could tell it still needs more flour. Right. There. It's simple, especially on a Saturday, you know, for all the folks out there who working. Yeah, and it depends on the type of loaf pan that you use, because if you have the one of them long one, this will make a long nice one, you know. You can also you could also make little rolls with it. It's time to get in there, and trust me, my hands were washed. Okay, so we gotta get into the bowl, and if you have on jewelry, take it off. Because sometimes there are things stuck in the middle of your jewelry. We don't know what's in there. We don't want it in our stomach. So kind of clean it off like I'm doing here. You know, food price high. You don't want to be wasting things. It's not good to be a waster. That's not good. You know, especially when you live in a country where things are so available to you. You have to have a conscience to know that there are people around the world who don't have it, and they don't waste it. So we shouldn't be wasting it because we have it. No, no, no. So basically you fold and you press. Fold, press. Fold, press, because you're trying to get all the flour in it. You know? So yeah, it looks like a lot of flour, but it will get inside there. We'll get it all in. Yeah, if you open it up like so, you see the sticky. Whoa. I'm gonna put my other hand in. It will suck up the rest of the flour. And once we incorporate all this flour in, trust me, this part is the hard part, but you just press on and press. Just go down the night. Just fight it like you have like you want it is at war. And then you can just handle it. You know what I mean? Just go down the night like so. Yes. 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 You don't handle me, I handle you. That's right. And us women, this is the only time you're supposed to get angry. All them angry type of behavior out on the street, that's not ladylike. Take it out into the kitchen. You know, chop up some chicken and some beef. Take it out into the kitchen. Yeah, see that? The pan is nice and clean. Yes. I'm gonna incorporate all of the flour inside of it. Yes, see that? Everything will go in there, see that? All the sides are going. And trust me. Yes. Continue beat it in. I want to get the flour all nice up in there now. See that? Nice. Yes. Well, normally I do this for about 7 minutes. But I wasn't calculating. I can tell by my bread how it looks. Okay. Now, some people get fancy and take this bowl, put it in another bowl with some oil and let it rise. No, sir, I don't have time for that. Not this trick right here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make it so that look nice, right? The dough look nice. See the bowl? Guess what? You just fix it nice like so. Roll it nice like so. Yeah. And guess what? Drop it down in there like so. Right? 1 hour. We're gonna leave it. Cover up. 1 hour. Time to check the bread. Time to see what's going on here. Oops. Remember where we left off? Huh. See how big that is? It takes up the whole pan. Now that's how you know your bread is in it's on the right path. All right, so it's been an hour. So the next step to this process is you're gonna get you a nice surface, whether it be a cutting board like this one. All right, this is my bread board. Yes, and you also need to have you a bread cutter and your bread. If you're gonna roll out the bread, if you're gonna get fancy, you need a rolling pin, because this is the time now where you're going to put your bread into whatever you're going to bake it. But you also have to let it rise again. And so I have two loaf pan here. For my husband, I asked me to make him some cinnamon roll. Can you believe that? I never planned to do all of this, but just because. And what you also need to have is you want to spray the pan. Yes, you need to spray the pan. Where's my spray? Oh, yeah, don't have. So I just have to open a new pack here. I should have had everything ready, but I wasn't thinking at all. But that's okay, because if some of you following along in the video, just give you time to get your stuff together as well. All right. So let's do this. Let's spray up the pan. Get the pan ready. And at this time, you do not don't turn on your oven yet. All right, because you need this to proof again. All right, make sure you spray it up nice so your bread just pop out. You know what I mean? All right, so this can go out of the way. All right, so you put a little flour on your board and make sure, like I tell you, your hands are clean. And yeah, take off the ring them off of the finger. Take them off. Make sure your hand nice and clean, because you're gonna get back into it. And you just need a little flour on the board, just a little, because you want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Just to have the board cover like so. Alright, yep, cover up your board nice. Just cover up your board nice. Basically, you want the flour into like any little holes the board might have. Ain't nothing perfect out there. And then dump it. I guess the little sucker don't want to come out. Yeah, I guess that's why some people oil it. I don't. There we go. And yes, I'm gonna clean out the whole bowl. I'm cleaning it out. Clean off all of the sides. Yeah, we ain't wasting nothing. Just clean off all the sides. Okay? And drop it in there with the rest. So, bowl nice and clean. Put it in the sink. So now we take the flour and we're doing this. Halfway. Pressing it in. All right, see that? Press it in. You can press it from this end now. Press it. Press it. Press it in. Yep. Press it in. Press it in. All right. That look good, right? Yes. Dough feel nice. So what I do from this point on, can do it wherever you want to do it. You can make your little rolls. You can do whatever you want to do. So I'm going to cut this like so, just enough to put into the pan. Press it out, because I'm going to put it inside this pan here. So I'll put a little bit more. That one needs to be a little bigger. Anyway, when you put it into the pan, it's gonna start rising. I just wanna kind of like, see that? And you just drop it in there, like so. All right, it didn't cover all the way, but it's good. You'll see when it starts to rise. And this other piece here, I'm gonna put it into the other pan. Only because my husband wants some cinnamon roll. All right, we're gonna leave those, cover them up. I'm trying to stretch it out. Now with this piece that is left, you can roll it out. You can even cut off a little piece like so and form it into little round balls like that. Some people do it on the board. I didn't get that fancy in school, you know. And make a little what do you call them now? Little bread, small little ones. Yeah, but we're not doing that. Press it back in. We're gonna make some, I'm gonna make a cinnamon bread. Yep, kind of get it in there like so. So with the cinnamon roll now, I'm gonna make a nice cinnamon roll bread. Kind of roll it out flat. You can make a bread or you can make small cinnamon, whatever you want to make with it. So roll it out. The flatter it is, you have more room to have more cinnamon in it. So work with me, work with the eye, work with the eye. You know, you're in at a pizza place, you just type of stretch the little dough in a pizza place, right? The man and just flip, flip, flip. Oh yes, and with this as well, if you like color zone, especially the spinach ones that I like, it's the same dough. You just press it out, put a little spinach and cheese in there, and then flip it over and press it down with a fork and put a little water or egg to seal it, whichever one. I don't eat eggs, so I would not suggest eggs. I don't like eggs. You want me to tell you why? When I was a little girl, they sent me to the cook to go find eggs from the chicken coop. I don't think I ever tell anybody, but when I got there, I picked the wrong eggs, and my mom told me to go in the kitchen, crack the egg. When I cracked the egg and saw what was in it, oh my God. I don't think I told her, because I just didn't want an egg from that. That chicken was forming, so I took it from the wrong side of the chicken coop. I just couldn't eat it after that. I don't even want to smell it. You saw it stretch out nice? That's it. Stretch it. I'm trying to make it a little square. You know what I mean? Trying to make it a little square. A little square. Stretch it. And believe you me, it's gonna come back. Yeah, I'll make it as big as the board. Let's get the ingredients. I'm gonna get the raisins. Yep. Some raisin. Oh, some sugar. And cinnamon. Never do. this is the fun part. Some folks put butter on here, or they would put some oil. Not me. I kind of don't want too much stuff in it. Hon, I heard you. Tell me, make him cinnamon. So just make sure you take the cinnamon and cover all over the bread. Like so. You know what I mean? Yes. Just like so. Alright. Just try to make sure you capture it like so. Okay. Okay. Cinnamon is good for you. Now you take the sugar, clean hands, okay? Sprinkle it all over. Clean hands. Clean hands. All over. Some folks would mix the cinnamon in with the sugar first and then apply it to the dough. But I'm the rough type. I'm the little roughneck. And my husband likes it sweet, so I gotta put some more sugar into it to satisfy his sweet tooth. He can't eat it. He get up and run. He do what I don't do. I just watch what I eat. He get up and run 3 times a week to maintain his body, so he's skinny. Yeah. And you can always use a little thing here to pick up the excess off the board. Drop it in, so nothing don't waste. And just make sure you have sugar covering all over, because it would be bad to just taste cinnamon in one section. And just that's what we're doing here. Just cover it. Okay. Cover it nice. That's right. And you can roll it like that. But if you're extra like me, you put some raisins in there. Raisins are also healthy. Drop it in all over. You know what I mean? Drop it in. And you're the boss over whatever you want to do here. So do whatever you want to do. If you don't want to make cinnamon rolls out of this, you can make cheese bread. That's right. You can add your favorite cheese in here and bake it. Delicious cheese bread. Clean up after myself, you know. I like to clean up as I go along. So that's what it looks like. See that? Yeah. Now, if I'm going to make a bread, I start rolling it this way to make the bread. But if you want to make cinnamon rolls, you go the long way. I do the rolls. So the rolls, you bring it up and over like so. Okay. Just like so. And you're gonna keep rolling. Like so. Okay. And you roll. Bring it back a little so you can see your roll. Okay, and when you reach here, you're gonna pinch it so it's sealed, because you want the dough to seal. So you're gonna pinch it like so to lock it in. All right. So we're closing it up. Close it up like so. The middle is a little fatter, but that's okay. It's still good. You'll see how it rises. We're locking it in. All right. Don't be scared. See, now it's locked in. Roll it in nicely. And you can roll it and pick up the excess stuff off the board, like the cinnamon. See that? Roll it. Close the edges as well. And I'm going to get a pan. And we're going to put the cinnamon on the pan. Get you a baking pan. Okay? Alright, because you don't want it to stick. We're going to cut them. You need to cut them. And here there are measurements, right? If you want to measure and make sure you're cutting. But common sense, just cut. Yeah, put them to stand like that. So the rolls inside here, however high you want it, or however short you want it. It's your roll. You do it your way. Okay. I started out, but I didn't know I was gonna make cinnamon rolls. See how life is? But you have to be able to go with the flow. Now they're gonna raise, they're gonna puff, so you gotta give it space on your thing to rise. Alright. See that? Yeah, just now we're gonna leave them, but the little excess sugar and cinnamon that's left on your board, yeah, you could take it and put it where you think need it. Fill up some of these little holes, you know. But yeah, so what we do at this point is we're gonna leave it so that it starts to manifest itself. You saw the breads coming along? The bread is they're getting there. So in a situation like this, I'm gonna use a 2 pan at the end to kind of cover up what's going on here. See that? See that? So that's what's going on. All right, and now we're gonna turn on the oven and we're gonna bake this for 30 to 35 minutes, right? In another half an hour. Now I'm turning my oven on to bake, and then I'm gonna put it at 375. So that 375. Okay, and once it's on preheat, once the preheat go away, now the oven is ready, and let's see what's going on under here. Oh yes, ooh, see that? Nice, right? So everything rise up. That's what we're talking about. And then look at the cinnamon. See how they puffed up nicely? And few of them got open here, but that's okay. We pinch it back in. Pinch it right back in. But that's nice, right? Have no fear. You can do it too. So now let's put them in the oven. Now in the oven you want to place the bread where it have enough room to rise. So I'm gonna put them at the two edges. And then I'm gonna put the cinnamon in between. So now let's check the cinnamon roll. They're gonna cook quicker. Oh yes, oh Lord, it's burning looking. Oh my gosh. Yep, we gotta rescue the rolls. We gotta rescue the roll. Put that on there. Take the rolls out. Remember I told you it takes, oh, I think I burned them up. Ooh. But there goes the bread. The breads look good. Let me put stuff on the countertop. There goes the bread. Oh, not been in there too long. Turn off the oven. But them still good. That's the sugar nut.
Obviously my wife was not watching these puppy pups. They'll be fine. The raisins are what burned, and not the cinnamon.
Yeah. See?
So you should be
That's
fine.
what it looks like.
Should be fine.
And see that? And guess what? It tastes good? Oh, good. Voila. Yep. And the kids out there, they like the icing. If you don't have icing, you can use whipped cream. Or you can make your own icing. It's just sugar. It's very good. Very good. Now, let's take a look at the bread. It's very good. See that? Just like the bread in the store. Huh? Get your bread knife. Nothing like hot bread. See that? Nice and soft. Soft and nice. See? Same texture as the store. But it's better. And I like bread and butter. That's what I like. I'm not like the sweet tooth type person. I like this part right here. Bread and butter. Nothing like warm bread. Oh my God. It warmed the soul. You don't know what you're missing. You really don't know what you're missing. Nothing like fresh bread. Delicious and nutritious. I better stop rubbing it in, but